But let's talk about Steph Curry. So we had those historic 6 3-pointers, scoring 21 points in the first quarter, highest scoring finals quarter since MJ back in '93. But then he really cooled off after that, just 5 of 10 from the field against Marcus Smart, just 2 of 6. After the first quarter, he had actually taken more shots, 16, than he had points, 13. So what happened with Steph?
Well, first of all, they corrected the miscommunications they had early in the game. I mean, they gave him some wide open looks at the start that clearly he's a guy you target, and they just did not execute in the first 6 minutes. And now you've got this guy, and he's cooking and feeling it. So that lasted for a quarter. After that, the adjustments, and particularly at halftime, they got further extended. They didn't make those mistakes anymore on the switches. Horford and Williams were up much higher on ball screens. They got into him, I think, physically. You know, the game's going to allow that in the finals. So I thought, you know, you get Marcus Smart on you for an extended period of time into your hip when you're handling the ball, it's going to drain your legs. And I think Steph Curry ran out of gas a little bit there late. And also, he's used to somebody else getting hot to make it easier for him, and it just never really happened. I mean, Klay Thompson, Jordan Poole in particular, never really got going in this game, so it was all on Steph. He felt it, he knew it. Now he's pressing a little bit late in the game while they're giving up threes every possession on the other end. All of that just snowballed really against him. I think he's more who he was in the first quarter than who he was the last 3 quarters. At least they better hope so going forward in this series.
Yeah, but we've seen this Celtics team shut down superstar after superstar in these playoffs. What were they doing defensively against Steph?
Well, what they were doing, well, first of all, he got in foul trouble. I think he got out of rhythm in the second quarter moving on. But they made him have to guard multiple actions. Second efforts, yes. He didn't want to switch on some of the guys, so they put him in pick and roll. Yes, he's going to show and try to get back to his man. Now, when he shows, they're actually throwing to that guy, making him have to defend that action as well. Then he goes on the other end, and he gets beat up a little bit by Marcus Smart. If he's on Jaylen Brown like you see there, Jaylen Brown takes him to the post, beat him up a little bit just to get into those legs, because you have to take advantage of every opportunity when you're talking about Steph Curry because of his ability to dominate the game with the three-point shot like we saw in the first quarter.
I mean, so Steph scores 34 in the end. Jason Tatum only 12, and Boston's supporting cast outscored Golden State's by 34 points. So who really needs to step up? If Steph is struggling, who needs to be that number 2?
It's Klay and Poole. I'd put more emphasis on Poole from this standpoint. He can do a little bit more in transition with his dribble and just in general being aggressive. He just looked uncomfortable. He looked uncomfortable the entire night.
You think because it was his first finals game?
I think so. He's a young player, first final stage. And I think the other thing, maybe that was a little bit distracting to him, honestly, was the start that Steph Curry had. Because now you're like, okay, it's going to be Steph Curry here for a while, whereas Jordan Poole is typically used to, as soon as he gets in the game, the ball's in his hands, he's like, go time. Well, now you got this guy that was hot. Maybe that also had his foot off the gas pedal. But once he did think about trying to get aggressive, Marcus Smart deflected the ball from him a couple times. He got into him out on the floor. He was giving it up too easily. He's going to look at himself in that film, and he's not going to recognize the guy he saw all year. I think he's going to challenge himself. He'll be better in game 2.
Is that what you saw?
I'm going to say yes. I agree with you, Legs. I'm going to say Klay and Poole, but I'm going to say Klay first because he's been in this moment before and he understands, you know, it doesn't rattle him. It's just getting himself going, and I think that would ease and make things a little easier on Poole to be the other scorer. You know, I think if Klay is aggressive, now Poole can go out there. But if we're like, okay, Klay's not aggressive, Poole, you got to go while he's trying to kind of soak in the moment. And let me be clear. I think Poole will be better now that he got game 1 out of the way, and you'll see a better Poole in general. You'll see a better Golden State Warriors in general. I think getting Poole on the run, get him on the move a little bit, getting the ball with a live dribble instead of him trying to play one-on-one a little bit against a Marcus Smart, because you didn't want Steph Curry to play one-on-one against Smart. You put him in pick and roll. So I would run some of those same plays for Poole like I do with Steph Curry.
Hey, listen, we're going to see adjustments, but the fact of the matter is the Celtics have stolen home court in the NBA Finals. So,
thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.